this.
Yeah.
There was a show that I used to watch on YouTube. It was called Movie Fights.
Oh, okay.
I don't know if you ever caught that, but it disbanded because one of the hosts got Me Too'd pretty bad.
Yeah, I know what you're talking about.
And
Yeah.
yeah. But they would, it was an awesome show for movie nerds because they would basically just come up with these different categories and each pick a movie and then fight or argue semantically about why their movie fit the category or was better than the other one. And I would say that Evil Dead 2, The Fly, and The Thing were like three movies that always won. Like whatever category the person that picked them for, you could always argue that they were the best version of that thing. And I that's what got my attention on Evil Dead 2. Because I was like, man, what is this movie that they keep bringing up and everyone like eventually agrees with the person that's arguing for it that like it's, you know, incredible and, you know, the best horror thing you can do and all that sort of stuff. And I'm like, man, I got to check this out. So that's what introduced me to this movie is Movie Fights, a now defunct podcast or YouTube show.
Yeah. No, The Fly is like my second favorite horror movie after 28 Days Later. I agree with that statement.
Hey,
and
we also covered that movie.
Oh my God.
And so we did the entire series 20 weeks and capped it off with Years, which we loved.
Oh yeah.
I think 28 Years for me, if we're talking about my top three of the year, is 2 behind One Battle After Another.
Yeah, I'm trying to think. Yeah.
And then I would put Eddington at 3 if people are keeping track of them.
Oh my God. Yeah, so for me, it's like, what can I say? Number 1, Sinners, Weapons, and then One Battle, and then 4th was going to be Thunderbolts, and then 5th, I think I remember correctly, was 28 Years Later, if I remember my ranking. I told my friend about like what I thought about this year. So yeah, love 28 Years Later. Love Danny Boyle as a director. He's great. And when I heard, when I heard he was coming back with, you know, Alex Garland for this, I was like, oh my God, heaven and moon.
Could not be more excited.
Exactly. And the trailer, then, you know.
So now, since I got you and now knowing that you like 28 Weeks, so Chris's main criticism, and I love being able to give his side of it without him here, is that he likes the movie quite a bit. Rated it at about the same level as I did, but he said it is really hard for him to rewatch because of how bad of quality it is.
20 Days Later.
28 Days Later.
Yeah.
Yes.
I don't have that problem. I
don't have it either. I don't know what's going on.
Yeah, well, because I understand why, but then at the same time, when I rewatched it this year with my friend, after the new movie came out, and I always like it because it made the film and the world real. Like this can actually happen.
Found footage.
Exactly, and you know, and when we get the obviously the ending, the Hollywood ending, it made sense because it was like we're done now with the horror and the intensity that we were in the whole half hour. It's like no, I always appreciate the style because it was so unique and you have to understand that they were working on a low budget. So I you have to be forgiving certain things.
I will restate that the scene with the monkey that has the rage virus that then goes crazy and kills everyone in the lab. It's not great.
Oh, really?
It's not very good. Because he does a lot of that quick edit. That is so good in Years, 28 Years Later, but this is kind of his first time kind of doing it. It's dark, it uses strobe lights, and it like is kind of an eye infection to watch.
I don't know how many movies you've seen Danny Boyle because like he has done that in a couple of his films, and so I was used to
I don't think with the strobe lights into that effect, like so.
Yeah,
I'll give you my favorite Boyle movies because it'll probably like I love Trainspotting. It's not my favorite.
Yeah.
It's probably two. Trainspotting is probably my second favorite Danny Boyle movie. My first favorite is Steve Jobs.
Oh,
I think that's
a good
the
pick.
best movie, and I'm also a huge Sorkin sucker. Like, I just like him, guys. I'm sorry, I know it gets old, but I love The West Wing. I could just watch The West Wing. If I had to pick one TV show, it'd probably just be The West. Even though it's not my favorite TV show, I just like listening to it the most because of Sorkin.
Yeah.
And so Steve Jobs, Trainspotting, and then, I mean, gosh, I love 28 Years so much. But I was gonna say, like, before 28 Years, it would have been Slumdog Millionaire.
Yeah.
But I think that particular whip cut in the dark with strobe light type thing is just too much for me for that particular film. And then he does it again in 28 Years Later, and it's fantastic. Like, so
Yeah.
who am I to tell Danny Boyle what and what not to do?
Yeah. I mean, I could understand where you're coming from. Yeah, it's jarring at first, but then it's like kind of cool how he does it, which is neat. So, just briefly, you did the ranking for Danny Boyle. For me,
just keep going, man.
Yeah.
Keep it going.
Yeah.
Keep it rolling.
I know this is kind of cliche, but number one is 28 Days Later for me because for me that's the movie.
It's iconic.
Iconic. This is the movie that got me into horror seriously and got me very comfortable because The Fly, I was trying to watch The Fly, but I was just too scared. But then when I got into 28 Days Later, I was like, oh, okay. It got me eased with the blood and the gore and all that. And so when I got to Fly, I had to thank 20 Days Later. And the years, it's such a great character-driven movie. It just did such a good job of reinventing the zombie apocalypse, despite it not being a zombie apocalypse. I understand that, people. And it's a great horror film. It hits home really hard after what we've been through recently, and the new movies. The pandemic. So, second, I will put this a little weird, but The Beach. I like The Beach. Yes.
Wow. You're the one beach fan out there.
Yes.
We know they're out there.
Yeah.
And you're one of them.
Yeah.
I like that movie. I saw it probably too young.
Mm-hmm.
And I hadn't read the book or knew anything about the book. So I'm like, oh, Danny Boyle, I like him. Oh, Leonardo DiCaprio, I like him.
Yeah.
And then you watch it and you're like,
yeah.
But if you're expecting like this humongous thing and this like awesome, incredible story, and then you kind of get this weird mystery type like cult show.
Yeah.
You're like,
I know. That's always the thing with bowlers. Like, you don't know what you're gonna get, and that's the thing I liked about The Beach. It's like, wow, I didn't expect that, but it's kind of cool. And this leads into my third one. Same thing. People like it, but the third act is kind of problematic. Is Sunshine. I love this movie. I think it's an underrated sci-fi film. This was the last time Alex and Danny worked together before they went back together, and 28 years later. Fantastic science fiction film, very ensemble cast, recognizable actors if you know them.
This is a big Chris and me movie. So it's not in my top Boyle film just because of how much I love Danny Boyle.
Yeah.
But Chris and I bring this movie up a lot as like a hidden classic.
Yeah.
And we also talk about Alex Garland a lot because we both really like Alex Garland projects.
Oh yeah. I mean, Ex Machina, amazing film. And then fourth, I will put Slumdog Millionaire. I just recently saw that. This year or last year or something like that. Love the movie. I'm happy he won the Oscar, but personally for me, Dark Knight should have won the Best Picture and Nolan should have won Best Director. But that's just my opinion.
So that what year was that? 2008?
Yes. Yeah. 2008.
Boom. So that was the first year that I started becoming the guy that I am today, which is trying to watch Best Pictures before they then become the Best Picture and stuff like that.
Yeah.
And like, getting into the predicting and having an opinion and all that. And then when I know what the best picture is if I haven't seen it, making sure I see it. And it was because I'd seen The Dark Knight, obviously,
Yeah.
and was like, that should win, that should win, that should win. And then it doesn't win. I'm like, what the hell is Slumdog Millionaire?
Yeah.
And then I watched it because I'm like, you're just going to, because I had then set a goal. I was going to watch every best picture from 1990 to the present. And so it just came up in the list.
Mhm.
I fucking love Slumdog Millionaire. And I'm like, I get it. You know, superhero movie. It's never, you know, after you start to understand best picture
Yeah.
winners and stuff like that, you're like, it never really had a chance. So I'm okay with it now historically just being Slumdog Millionaire. And I appreciate that Danny Boyle got an award because I think he's so talented.
Yeah.
And I wish it would have been for Steve Jobs because,
Mhm.
again, I think that movie is almost perfect.
Yeah. Yeah. And speaking of Z Jobs, I'm gonna put that as my number 5 because I love that movie too as well. It's one of my my favorite biopics films. I like. Yeah, I love Aaron Sorkin as a writer. I mean, come on, The Social Network again. That should have been Best Picture, but you know, whatever.
You can't handle the
Truth.
truth.
I just recently saw The Feel Good Man, and it's like,
Oh my gosh.
you know, and it's like it's so annoying to me that
You need me on that wall.
yeah. Oh my god! Like when they like the idea of Aaron working with Danny, it was kind of interesting because before I did
Well, it's so much chaos, and then
Yeah.
but like Sorkin is so good at writing to movement and chaos and like all that stuff.
Yeah.
And I think the way they tell the story, like broken into the fragments that it is fantastic.
Yeah, because the thing I don't like about biopics and in general is like they try so hard to like cram so much of the life, and it's like you cannot do that in so many hours. I appreciate what Danny and you know Danny and Aaron, Aaron was trying to do, and like just focus on the specific like moments and like the importance from like
Well, yeah, it's the release of 3 different products
Yeah.
and what that day leading up to Steve making the announcement of that new product is going to be. So it really is focusing on like 3 different periods of his life, but only focusing on the day in the life.
right.
And like you said, it does a cool trick in the writing where you learn backstory, you learn histories of characters
Yeah.
because they're having conversations with each other.
Yeah.
You're not cutting back to scenes from the past.
Yeah.
It is people confronting at a breaking point socially where like Steve is doing this next big thing's happening, but life is also happening to him.
Mhm.
And so these people have to come confront him at this time before he, you know, blows everything up or whatever is about to happen. And they're using his life and like what has gotten him there to explain to him like all this other crap that he's like putting to the side, his family, like the estranged daughter, the wife or the woman he had the wife with that he like won't even look like. It's, and Fassbender is just turning
Yeah.
it's incredible performance. Do you know what my one nitpick is? Why it's not a perfect movie?
Tell me. I'm curious.
And I will preface this with I think he does a fantastic job, but it's Seth Rogen
Oh, I see. As who's the guy?
as Wozniak.
Wozniak. Yeah.
But the problem is, and it's not even his fault. When I rewatch the movie, I just see Seth Rogen. I'm just like, hey, there's Seth Rogen trying to be Steve Wozniak. Like, it's cool. He's doing a great job. He's trying his best, but unfortunately, he's got Seth Rogen's face. So that's all I see.
Yeah. Yeah, I can understand that, but at the same time, I appreciate that the movie Steve Jobs didn't do this crazy thing that you know a lot of biopics do. Is like try to do the makeup thing to like they look like the people. So I appreciate they didn't do that. It's just like allow them just be them like you know yeah you could do some just you know some suggestion like the hair stuff like if you pay attention. I know it's weird, but like the hairstyle that Michael has in that movie as Steve is like kind of similar what like Steve could like
Yeah.
look like.
But they obviously don't look anything
Exactly.
alike.
No, they didn't look like the same. but I was surprised how he did look pretty good with the iconic black turtleneck and
Yeah.
the
Well, the
the thing.
mannerisms too, kind of
Yeah,
the like OCD but hippie kind of.
yeah, yeah. So I appreciate that, and no, I understand why, but I still
Well,
like
I would have just recast it. I mean, I'm
yeah,
sure there's 1,000 really, really good actors that look kind of similar to Steve Wozniak that could have been in that, but they wanted the big name. They got Rogen. Unfortunately, I just see him as Seth Rogen because in most of the movies that he's in, where it's a comedy, he's just playing Seth Rogen. So
yeah.
you can understand my confusion.
No, no, understand. It's hard when you see these actors you know so well, and like they do these like turn to like serious acting roles. It's like sometimes it'll be hard to like adjust, and then yeah,
Well, it's kind of happened to Denzel. He just kind of does Training Day over and
yeah,
over again now.
or yeah,
And Leo's kind of gotten into that too, where he's just that Leonardo. He's the loser Leonardo DiCaprio character that he's kind of played from like Wolf of Wall Street on.
yeah. I mean, speaking of one by another, like the reason I like it is because it just reminds me so much of from like Once Upon a Time Hollywood, like
Yep.
in the Wolf of Wall Street kind of characterization, like this bumbly character.
He's an
Like,
idiot.
yeah, he's an idiot. The spoiler, so you haven't seen this movie, but I love the scene where he's like, "Look, dude, I'm still now. I'm paranoid. I've been high." You know, it was like so funny.
I'm
And
calling in a motherfucking Greyhawk.
Grey Hawk.
It's the only thing he can remember.
Yeah, and oh my god, and then the guy handing on him is like, "You hit on me, you motherfucker." Oh
uh,
my god, that
what absolutely fantastic film. So you said PTA is kind of hit and miss for you.
yeah.
So what are the hits?
So okay, I just want to just reiterate. I haven't seen some of the movies from Paul Thomas Anderson. The ones I seen are the hits. So let me just go through it. Boogie Nights is a great film. I just recently saw it this year, and so I think that's his.
One of the funniest movies ever made.
Yeah. Oh my God, the scene where Afrin Molina is as the
Yes.
drug dealer. It's so good when he sings Jesse Girl.
Motorhead, what's your price for flight?
Oh my god! And then it turns into Jesse Girl, and like
Yeah,
everything just
I
goes
mean,
still. Oh my god. Um. I haven't seen this movie yet. I need to see it. Magnolia. I know that
oh, you
is.
haven't seen that? Are you
Yeah.
a are you a Tom Cruise fan?
Yes, I am a Tom Cruise
So
fan.
this is considered Tom Cruise's like Oscar performance.
Yes, I know he was nominated for this one.
Yeah. This is the one this and Born on the Fourth of July are his
It's,
two roles that he probably should have won an Oscar for, but didn't.
yeah. I'm. It's just me. I'm a Stanley Kubrick fan. And I just think Eyes Wide Shut. He should be nominated for that. If you're not gonna
That
go, you know,
hey, gonna
yeah.
get no argument from me there. That film's incredible.
Yeah, so as a Kubrick fan, I'm like, why you don't want? I get why but whatever. But like, I get the movie is very controversial, divided, but it's still a great performance for Tom Cruise. But yeah, yeah, I need to see that movie. I know a lot of people like that movie. That's definitely like his high. And then I will just add this because this is my personal favorite from his filmography. Punch Drunk Love, love that
Oh,
movie.
yeah, Sandler.
Um, Adam Sandler. I mean, I grew up with him.
Yeah.
I'm a young-ish guy, and him turning into like a serious actor is like what? And when you hear Punch Drunk Love, I'm like okay, and yeah, I totally see it. It's a great film. It's one of the best like romance movie, and I just think it's a wonderful movie. It's one of the best.
I would say if you out there have not watched a lot of Paul Thomas Anderson movies, I would say that Punch Drunk Love is a very good entry point.
Yeah,
It's a little bit of an easier watch than a lot of his other films. I would also probably say One Battle After Another is a good entry point. If you've never seen a Paul Thomas Anderson movie, you want to kind of know what he's about, check out that film. It's in theaters. And then you'll probably dig his other movies if you like that one.
Yeah, I agree what you say there because Punk Drug Love and One Battle Another are like his two mainstream films that you can
Yes.
get into very quickly. And obviously the next movie is a lot of people's favorite, and I seen this and I agreed. There Will Be Blood, great film,
Best movie of the last
century.
25 years.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, century, decade, whatever. It's an amazing film. Daniel Day Lewis deserved the Oscar he won for that year, and despite I love, also No Country for Old Men.
Yeah. I mean,
I
it's a tough beat for No Country. Would have won an Oscar for Best Picture any other year and happens to go against the greatest film in the last 25 years.
yeah. So that was a great film, and I get why people like that. And and then The Master. I haven't seen that movie. I heard great things. I and the reason I'm bringing that up because it's the last time we will see the late great
Philip
Phil
Seymour
Hoffman working with Paul Thomas Edison.
Hoffman. Yes.
And
Yeah. And yeah, he's a staple in all of Paul Thomas Anderson's movies until his passing away. Widely considered one of the greatest actors of all time.
yeah,
And
he's great.
especially in Paul Thomas Anderson roles where he has multiple just iconic roles. One of the best scenes in Punch Drunk Love is Sandler and him talking on the phone.
Yes. Oh my
And,
God.
just the ability to be in a room holding a phone to your head and the type of acting that is putting, like, it's incredible.
Yeah. Oh my God. That's my favorite scene. I will just watch that clip all day because it's just so good. Just so intense but funny at the same time.
It's
It's like,
incredible. I love it.
yeah, yeah, I love it. And then jumping into that, you brought up your favorite, Fenton Thread. That's the last like good.
So not my favorite.
Oh,
It
sorry,
was
my bad.
third, number three. So I'm a There Will Be Blood, bro, whatever. Like I already said, best movie of the last 25 years.
Yeah.
And then my second would be Boogie Nights,
Boogie Nights.
just
Okay.
because I think it's the best comedy of the 90s. Or shoot, now I stuck because it is the second best comedy of the 90s. My favorite comedy of the 90s was made by the Coen brothers, and it is The Big Lebowski.
Oh my God.
But two movies that are very similar, kind of in ways, Boogie Nights and Big Lebowski.
Yeah. No, I agree. Yeah, I think. Sorry about the miss.
Oh no,
mishap.
yeah. But I do love Phantom Thread a bunch. Like
Yeah. Third and Thread, great film. I think that was the last time that was a great Thomas Edison film because, I mean, he's coming back, but that was like the last time we were supposed to see Daniel Lewis. So, I thought like Edison did a good job of like a different movie from his filmography, and that was the cool thing. And it was focused and like well paced, and it was a well rounded film. I did like that.
funny too.
Yeah, very funny too. Yeah. And then after that, the misfires. I mean, they're not bad. It's just like I don't personally care for it. Or I I haven't seen some of them, but like I did see In Her Vice is okay. I just wish it kind of bit more focus.
That's a dud. Yep. I
Yeah,
agree.
and then I didn't see what's that movie?
Licorice Pizza.
Yeah, look at this pizza.
It's fine. Is how I describe it. It's like a net straight to Netflix level movie.
Yeah. Okay. And then this is first debut. I mean, Heart Eight. I like Heart Eight, but it's not as strong as some of his films. Later on.
It's his first movie.
Yeah, exactly.
I mean, he made Boogie Nights like 2 years later.
Yeah, and that's a big jump, and yeah. So but he's still like. Don't think The Missus is like a bad thing. For me, it's more of like he's a good, consistent director. It's just some movies will land for you, and then there's some that like, okay, I don't know.
Yeah, I mean, There Will Be Blood is definitely not for everybody. It is a 3-hour long epic about an oil man, 1900s. Like, yeah, it could seem a slog if you were not interested, but
yeah.
it's also just a classic American, just cinematic masterpiece, all at the same time. And it's about America in a way as portrayed by Daniel Plainview? Is he not what America was founded upon? His ruthlessness, his drive. It's just everything. It's kind of everything that the Brutalist wants to be, and kind of like Adam to God, almost touching, but not quite. And that's why the Brutalist didn't win Best Picture.
Yeah, I saw the film. I liked it. It's funny you comparing that to Derby Blood. For me, I just thought it was just a copy. Well, not a copy, but like it was similar to the other Brody film. The
Pianist.
yes, you know. And I was like, okay, well, about Architect, and I was like, okay, and it was very long. I was happy at least there was an intermission.
There was.
You know, did not expect, speaking of rape trees,
Oh yeah,
that.
yeah.
I was with my friend that time.
The
Like,
old
what the heck?
catacombs. Yeah.
Yeah, and yeah. Well, at least I appreciate the wife calling it
think
out.
I will say so I really love that film. It's just not There Will Be Blood, which not a lot of movies are.
No.
That scene shook the theater that I was.
Mm.
I think people were either like, whoa, but there were definitely some people that were like, fuck this movie. Like, I'm done with it. And
Yeah.
that was when a lot of people gave up.
Yeah, then I was like, when he started to call him out, I was like, well, it's like he's so drunk, and then he comes
But
like,
just
oh
a
my God.
titanic Guy Pearce performance, though.
Yes.
He is worth the price of admission to watch him do his stuff.
Yeah, that's the thing. I love. I mean, it's not my favorite movie of 2024, but like I love it because of Guy Pearce, because he's such a great actor. He's such an underrated actor. You know, like,
dude, the performance in Memento is
yes.
so good. Like, it's almost indescribable how good he is in that movie, and the fact that like no nominations, not really talked about in the greatest performances of all time, like just kind of, and it's even because of how the story is told, his performance gets lost in all of that. And if you have seen the movie enough times like I have, you start to notice his performance and you're like, holy shit, this guy is incredible.
Yeah, I'm a big Nolan fan. When I got to Memento, it was great, and I just didn't understand why he just didn't get as big as he should be. And
yeah, he's like, handsome. Like he can do action. He's like in good shape. So like you'd think he would have gotten tons of roles, but
yeah. So it was just weird, and yeah, I mean, of course, everyone knows Memento because of the nonlinear structure. People talked about that a lot. And it's like, okay, what about the performances? Like, that's the key thing. Like
Joey Pants too. Joey Pantaleone.
Yeah, he's
great.
Yeah,
fantastic.
He's great.
Also, like back-to-back roles in The Matrix in '99. I think Memento is either 2000 or 2001.
2000, yeah.
Yeah, so like back-to-back years, Joey Pants in Matrix, one of the greatest movies of all time, and then Memento, also a fantastic movie.
Yeah, and speaking of that, his co-star Carrie-Anne Moss is great.
Right, yeah, it's both of them in Memento. Back.
Yeah, it's crazy that they're great and they're amazing in their roles, and it's like you need to talk more about the performances. That they're the reason that movie works. It's just like it's so good because you could get lost with the Nolan film, and I get that, and that's why he gets good actors to play these characters.
Well, he has to.
Yeah,
it was replacement level actors, you would get lost in the sauce.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, and so. Yeah, I think so. Like, number one for me, Paul Thomas film is Punk Drug Love. Love that movie. That's the movie that got me into like respecting him as a director. And then, then second I will put There Will Be Blood, and then third Boogie Nights, and then.
So I'm going to give you one more just because we brought up Nolan. I love making lists as much as I'm realizing you like making lists.
Yeah.
Maybe it's this OCD, ADD brain that causes us to, make podcasts and talk about this stuff constantly.
Yeah.
Nolan, do you want 5 or do you want 3?
Oh my god. Just give me 5, please, because
All right.
I need to mention these other films. Yeah.
Nolan, but you got to go from 5 to 1. I need you to save the one for last. I'm pretty sure I know what it's going to be, but let's go from 5 to 1. Your favorite Nolan films. I won't keep you any longer than this, but we got to hit it. We've talked about him enough.
Yeah, sure. Okay. Oh my god. Let me.
This is on the spot, people.
Yeah. Can I put on my Instagram to like check my list?
Go for it.
Yeah. Let me. Can I say my number 1? Because I'm very confident on my number 1.
Is it Dark Knight?
No.
Whoa. Okay. Yeah. Go for it.
It's Inception.
Oh. Okay. Yep.
Yeah. So Inception, my number 1 favorite Nolan film, because it's one of the greatest sci-fi films ever made. I love how he did the concept on in a dream, and so I thought he did a good job of executing that in such a perfect way. And I think he should have won for Best Director. He should have been nominated for Best Director. I don't think he was nominated for Inception for Best Director. So I was very annoyed about that in 2010. And I think Inception should have won for Best Original Screenplay that year. But unfortunately, the fucking movie King's Speech took it. And I'm like, what the hell? And
not a good movie.
Yeah, not a good movie. I mean, it's more annoying they won for Best Picture, and like The Social Network should have won that, and director for David Fincher. But anyway,
the Academy hates Fincher.
Yeah, I mean they hate everything apparently, horror and superheroes, and yeah. Oh my god. Anyway, yeah, that's my number 1. And then you brought up Dark Knight. Number 2 is Dark Knight.
Okay.
As a Batman fan, if anyone knows, if you see my channel and all the Batman stuff I did, I love Batman. Yeah, Dark Knight is number 1 Batman film. As a Nolan fan, film, is number 2 because a couple of things. Weird. It's the only Nolan film besides I think Insomnia where it's a straightforward film, like A, B to C. Like if you think about The Dark Knight, it's straightforward, like storytelling 101.
Yeah.
It's not it's not his usual like if you know Nolan, he likes to like mess up time.
He plays with time in every movie.
Yeah, exactly. And I it's not a problem. Like I don't have an issue with that with Dark Knight, but like but yeah, I'm more
my issue with The Dark Knight is the last 30 minutes of the movie.
Yeah, and then
the finishing minute of the movie is incredible and like as good as it gets, but the from Lucius Fox seeing the screen till Lucius Fox destroying said screen, that's the worst part of that Batman trilogy, in my opinion.
Yeah, no, I understand.
Still a fantastic, like 9 out of 10 star movie. So it's not that big a deal, guys.
Yeah. Another one I just don't care is the Rachel Batman relationship. Like I get what they're trying to do with that, but it should have been more consistent, and the change of actress doesn't help.
I was going to accuse you of that, Andre. So I was going to say you just don't like Maggie Gyllenhaal.
Hey, I like Maggie Gyllenhaal. It's just like she was a better improvement over Katie Holmes, but like
from an acting standpoint, I would agree.
Standpoint, but no, it's a great film. Love it. I saw the film twice in theaters when I was a kid, and I was very upset that it didn't get nominated for Best Picture or Director, but at least it did help change the number of nominees for the Best Picture.
and I mean our guy won for Best Supporting, so we got it done. We got it done.
Yeah, we got it done. And just wrapping up The Dark Knight, of course Heath Ledger's performance as Joker is amazing. I love that. Best villain performance ever. Okay, and then third, no surprise. I mean, it's the recent one, Oppenheimer. Great film. Finally, he won Best Director. I was so happy when that happened. I was like, I didn't see it on TV, but when I saw the Twitter, I was like, yes. Fantastic movie. One of the best movies of 2023.
Did he get Best Adapted too?
I think so. I need to. I think so.
I'm pretty sure he won Best Adapted too, which would be his first writing win also.
Yeah, exactly.
I think Jonathan was also because I think Jonathan co-writes everything with him. So
Yeah. This not really. He was Jonathan wasn't in Oppenheimer. He was in for a couple of other ones. But yes, I'm just checking right now. No, so it won for like other things for best picture, director, best actor, best foreign actor. I don't think it won for adapted one. I think it was for something else, if I remember correctly. But yeah, so love this movie. It's one of the best epic biopics. Like this is how you do the biopic, which I like. It doesn't force too much of like the life of Robert J. Oppenheimer. It just focuses on like his importance of building the Manhattan Project, and that's a good direction. And yeah, I just really love the movie. Love Cillian Murphy. He's a great actor. I know. Again, from 28 Days Later, when he's a great collaborator for Nolan, and I think he delivered one of the best performances, and I thought he was great and in the film, and I was happy he won for best actor as well. So great epic film. I was very happy how it did well back in 2023. Okay, then the last two, fourth would be surprising. I don't know, like again, it divides people, but I like this movie. Dunkirk is a great horror.
it will be featured on my list.
Yeah, Dunkirk is a great war movie. I I like war movies. I don't like the ones where like you, I mean, I don't know, like you want to care about these characters, and then like Saving Private Ryan is a good example of this. I like that movie, but I'm frustrated sometimes when like that character. What's that goddamn character I hate the most? Appa, or whatever his name is. It's so. Yes, that and like he annoys me. Like I get he's on trade, like he's not as tough as some of the soldiers, but come on, like I don't know.
Turns Spielberg turns him into the most emotional part of the end, or one of the most emotional parts of the end of the movie, when he's going up the stairs and it's cutting to the scene of our boy getting into a knife fight. Like that is one of the most powerful scenes of the movie, and then him just weeping with the ammo. Like he's a great character. He just is.
I don't know. You should have got up, give him the ammo, and killed that guy. I'm sorry.
What happened? There's some of these stories are not heroic.
That's true. Yeah, I mean, but again, Saving Private Ryan, great film. But anyway, no, I appreciate the way that Nolan talked about this war movie with the three different segments of like air, land, and like I don't know what the other one, but sea, and using like not seeing the enemies, like you knew. Like if you know the history of Dunkirk and the British war involvement in World War II, like you get who's the enemy. But I like how mysterious it is. It's like a force of nature. And yeah, it's a fantastic war movie. It's so cinematic, and like I hated I missed this in theaters, and so I was very happy.
I saw it in IMAX.
You're lucky. Yeah, that's one thing about my three movies after this. I saw them in theaters, so I like this one. I'm like, oh, but yeah, great war movie. Highly recommended. I think it's definitely Nolan's most focused movie, and it's not. It's not as long as some of his films. That's the thing I appreciate about this movie.
This is your dad's favorite. I'm just saying dads in general. Your dad's favorite Christopher Nolan movie would be Dunkirk. Like it's just it's a great war movie. Just throw it on.
Yeah.
Don't worry about the time and the weirdness of that. Just watch the movie. It all works out in the end.
Yeah, exactly. And yeah, my last we just talked about it. Fifth is Memento. Great film. It's the thing that got Nolan into the map, and yeah, it's the reason why it's so good. Like the mystery is fascinating. The premise is so interesting. The guy cannot create a new memory is kind of interesting, and I like how they use that in the film. And we talked about the performances. I love Guy Pearce as an actor. He does such a good job with this tragic character who cannot create new memories. It's like really tragic. And seeing these people like Joe Penanti, Carrie Ann Moss, using him, for their own, fairs, and all that. If you've seen the film, it's like, oh god, and the non-linear theme structure is very interesting. Like,
Awesome.
awesome. And just give a shout out the composer, because I know Hans Zimmer and Ludwig
Ludwig Erikson. Yeah.
Erickson, great composers. David, I forgot his last name. It starts with a David. He was just the first composer up to the Prestige, and
Okay.
he's a good composer. I like his music, and the score for Memento is really great. It really elevates the atmosphere and the tone of the film really well.
Speaking of prestige, that's my number 5.
Oh, really? Oh, yeah. That.
So this was my second Nolan. Memento was the first Nolan I ever saw.
Okay.
That was just one of those in high school that like one of the upperclassmen was like, check this shit out. And
Yeah.
I was like, I gave it back to him and I was like, oh my God, movies. And so I saw The Prestige next. I think I ended up renting that. I don't know if I saw it in theaters, but I knew it was a Christopher Nolan movie. I knew I was going to like it. And it is one that, as I keep revisiting his movies over and over again, it stands out more and more and more. Again, the performances in it are incredible. Bale's just out of his mind good. And Hugh Jackman is just a great second fiddle to what is going on. The structure of the storytelling is so good. I'm a huge magic geek, so that helps in that area too. Just the kind of like philosophy of magic that is perpetrated throughout the entire movie is just awesome. 4 is The Dark Knight. I wish I could put Dark Knight Rises just because I have such an affection for that film, even though I know it's like has ridiculous parts to it and stuff, whatever. But yes, Dark Knight is the superior Batman film. It has to be on the list. I put it at 4 just because I like more stuff when I think of Nolan. I like the Dark Knight, Superman or superhero movie, fantastic, all that, good, awesome. Good job, Nolan. But when I want a Christopher Nolan movie, I want one of his actual works.
Yeah.
So 3 would be Dunkirk. Everything that you said about it, it's fantastic. Great facial acting from Tom Hardy, who you don't really get to see hardly ever, but he gets to close the movie, and when he finally takes off the
mask,
and you're just like, oh, there he is, and it's so cool with the burning. It's a great shot, and like him giving like the thumbs up as he floats it into that landing, as he was the guy that finally like cleared the area, so everyone, so good. 2 is Oppenheimer. I think that There Will Be Blood, Oppenheimer, Social Network are 3 of the best movies of the last 25 years. If I were to start any list with that as the title, those would be on it. And then my number 1, which wasn't even in your top 5, is Interstellar.
Oh, yeah. Interstellar is a great film. I saw it in theaters, and I appreciate the movie more when we watch. Yeah.
So we were fortunate enough to have one of those fake IMAXs in the city that I grew up. It's not actually like the IMAX, like big rounded, but it was a huge screen. And they could project IMAX onto it. It just wasn't the full IMAX screen effect. So I was able to see Inception, The Dark Knight, Dunkirk, and Interstellar in that theater.
Ooh.
Like, I mean, quite a run for Nolan, quite a run for me going to Nolan films.
Those are good picks.
I saw Interstellar in that theater 3 times because I watched it the first time and my brain broke.
Same here.
Not even just about like the story or anything like about the time, whatever, like that's all really like the way it looked and space and the silence in some scenes and the like just everything. Like I have one of the great sci-fi movies of all time behind me, in Alien.
Good poster.
And I mean, the way Alien makes me feel about sci-fi, Interstellar makes me just love it even more.
Yeah.
It's the best. And McConaughey crying, talking to his daughter
Oh
after
my
seeing the
god.
messages, it gets me every single time. It never will not get me, even though like it has now become a meme, literally. But
Yeah.
it's
Oh my god. Yeah.
the way Nolan uses sound in all of
Yes.
his movies. He gets so much shit for like the over mixing and all that nonsense. Watch Interstellar and or just turn Interstellar on in a room and just listen to it. It
Yeah.
sounds incredible. You are there. You could play it on the smallest monitor of all time and just have the sound going. You are there in space on that ship with them. It's unbelievable. And in the theater experience that I had, it was even better. And so that movie is just locked in my mind as one of the greatest things I've ever like. It makes movies for me. Like just
Yeah.
thinking about that film.
Yeah. It's Nolan's true like sci-fi epic, like 2001 Space Odyssey for him.
Yeah, and it's a love story to like the craft of movie making too. Like
Yeah.
it's he's going back to Kubrick, uh, with a lot of the sound design and the way that the ships are moving and how he's using miniatures and stuff like
Yeah.
that. It's 2001, and he's making his own 2001 in the middle of a movie.
Yeah. Exactly. And
Well,
no,
he has
I
Tars too. Like Tars is the AI. Like
AI.
it creates like incredible AI. Why don't
Yeah.
we dial back the humor? What's the humor setting at? Why don't we dial that back?
We're back. Those are my favorite parts about that movie. That's so funny. Great film. I love that movie. It's in my like top 10 list. It's number 10 for me, my top 10. And yeah, it's I appreciate more over time with rewatch, and I think it's definitely Nolan's best work. I mean, it's definitely his most emotional film of his
I
work.
I think it's Zimmer's best score.
Yes, the no time for concussion scene and the sound piece of it is one of the best things from Nolan and Simon ever. I listen to that music section of that scene every time because it just hooks me like it's
It's
so it's
it's
intense.
incredible. The
Yeah,
only
it's incredible.
thing that could beat it is Hans Zimmer himself with the Pirates of the Caribbean soundtrack. Bum, bum, bada, bum, bada, 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 bada.
Oh my god. Or oh my god, he either the Dark Knight
He also
trilogy.
did Crimson Tide, which also has a killer
Oh my god.
score.
Dune. We brought up Dune. The parts those are great too. I cannot like.
He's just one of the best to do it.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, great score, great film. It was just hard for me to like put it as the top five for me because like it's a little too long for me, and I just think there were like a couple of things like I don't need, and like
You
you
didn't know
know,
that the solution to the universe is love?
yeah,
You
I
didn't
don't
want
mind
that
that. I mean,
hammered into you by the end of it?
no, no,
It's the
I'm
way that we communicate through time, Andres. It's love.
well, okay. Well, I like at least I know Nolan is not a cold-hearted
You
person.
were my ghost.
Like goes and oh my god, Michael Caine, he's great in that movie, and when he say I'm so sorry I lied to you, it like oh my god, why are you doing this to me? It's like and you brought up the Prestige when he finds out that Hugh Jackman's character is alive, and he's like, Fallon, what you done? It was so dramatic. It's like oh my god, oh my god, and the Rises, I know, I agree, I don't mind Rises, it's my number 9, and I like that film.
You have Batman Begins ahead of it, I would imagine.
Yeah, it's number 7. A great origin superhero film. It's
Yeah, I mean, iconic villain Ra's al Ghul,
yeah,
who has no
yeah,
business. Well, yes, he has business being a cool villain, but like you wouldn't think that it would translate to the screen super well, and like somehow Neeson pulls it off.
yeah. So I'm going full on Batman geek. I like some of the changes that Nolan did to the character Ra's al Ghul, like in terms of his motivation from the
Yeah,
comic books, and I'm forgiving for him not using the supernatural elements. Everyone knows, you
It's
know,
so like those movies are so grounded in
yeah,
reality.
yeah. I'm fine with that. I don't mind the first part because it works well in Batman Begins because it's a Batman story foremost, and that was the thing I was so I didn't know about the whole previous Batman film, so I was like so engrossed of what Ra's was for Batman in that movie, and and all that. I think it was a necessary change for that character, and I like what he did for that character because I love the Ray School character and the creators that did that character because they're no longer with us. Fortunately, they passed recently, and yeah, so great characters, great characters.
Great characters. I think that Tom Hardy should have won an Academy Award for Bane.
Uh,
Bane is the
yeah,
best. Bane.
I
I
mean,
mean, if it wasn't the Joker as the best villain of that trilogy, it would be
yeah,
Bane.
Bane,
Sorry,
yeah,
Ra's al Ghul, but Bane is better.
yeah. I mean, he has way more quotable lines. I remember.
Best lines.
Yeah, the fire rises. A lovely, lovely voice, and
Yes.
and, and
He created the craziest voice anyone has ever heard.
I know, and oh my god, and his cult is cool. Like that's the one thing that's good about that movie.
Best. He's
And the
he's
best. Um,
he's Bane. No one else is Bane, and we all just have been waiting for another performance like Bane from Tom Hardy again, and he just will not give it to us.
no, Venom. It was kind of like closest, but I don't like that.
He's
Like,
too in on the joke with those movies. It's like what Ryan. Well, it's why Ryan Reynolds works in Deadpool is the reason why Tom Hardy doesn't work in Venom. Because like
yeah,
it's just he's especially by the second and the third movie, you're just like, well, I mean, now it's just a comedy.
yeah. I like, I. One thing I'll give it is like he's committed to the role. Like that's one thing
Well, you
I
better be. Yeah, I think he's
yeah.
like executive producing.
Yeah, in the by the third film, because that's been a problem with the Sony led Spider-Man films. Yeah,
I thought the first Andrew Garfield movie was good.
yeah, I love Andrew Garfield.
Sue
Yeah,
me.
I love Andrew Garfield as Spider-Man, and I was very sad that he didn't continue Spider-Man his trilogy and all that. But
Yeah, and then gets outshone in what's it, No Way Home, with everyone wanting to see Tobey Maguire again as Spider-Man, and they're like,
yeah,
"Oh yeah, Andrew Garfield's also here."
yeah. Well, I think he got the great resolution as his character than Toby. Like at least Toby was more like a fan service
Oh
because
yeah, for sure.
he had a proper trilogy and like like his character was like properly sent off. Despite Spider-Man 3's problems, but like I appreciate that we did things to like move like did something with his character emotionally, like him saving MJ, paying off from Spider-Man 2, like that. I really appreciate that. And all that worked. And then his villains, like I like more like what Electro was doing than number 2 and all that. But yeah, it's always going to be tough because like Raimi trilogy was so iconic, and he had the best two actors. Yeah, the villains were great. Willem Dafoe as Green Goblin, and then Alfred Molina as Doctor Octopus was great.
Better.
Yeah, better.
I
Yeah.
think I would put Spider-Man 2 as like one of my top 5 favorite superhero movies. Like it's so good.
It's it's really tough for me. That was because of the Spider-Verse films, and it's like live action.
So you wouldn't put Spider-Man 2 as the best Spider-Man movie made?
No, I will put across the Spider-Verse. I know that's going to be divided.
Yeah, so I totally get the fan stuff with that film. Like I really dig those movies. It's just not. It's such a different medium that they're able to operate in, so you can just do more. So I guess I'm more impressed with what Raimi did in 2.
Yeah, I'm not gonna like I know like if I take out the Spider Verse films, I will definitely still put Spider Man 2 at number one
Yeah,
because they're like I still love the first
best
two.
villain.
Yeah, best villain.
It's the most iconic shot with the
Yeah,
most iconic scene. Or besides, I suppose the upside down kiss is the most memorable scene from from the first three. But
yeah.
like the subway scene is the best scene.
Oh yeah. I mean, fantastic like action scene, like one of the best superhero action scenes that like
Period.
literally. Period. Yeah, and him getting carried by the pedestrians is so like emotionally powerful. And it's like, and then the people telling him we're gonna keep your secret is
Yeah,
so
just a guy from the neighborhood, man.
yeah, exactly. And the first Spider-Man movie is a good origin story, and besides the upside down kiss, like you got the Green Goblin
You
quotes,
got Bonesaw.
Bonesaw, yeah, I'm ready for you. Or, like, what is that? I'm
Bonesaw's
so ready
ready.
for you.
I got
um,
you for 5 minutes.
yeah, and it's like, and then Green Goblin is trying to convince Spider-Man to join him and like have a friendship with him. It's like, what? I was
Yeah.
like, I offer you friendship, and you just spat it at my face, and it's like, oh my god, so funny. Um, yeah, and then the Holland films, like I Homecoming is my favorite of his trilogy, and then I definitely put second No Way Home, but much lower, not high as a lot of people think. You know,
Those
yeah,
they're incredibly watchable films. The
yeah,
the Disney Spider-Man movies are incredibly watchable movies. They just like don't stick in my mind. Like you would have to remind me what happens in each of those movies.
yeah,
Whereas like I just know Spider-Man 2 and Spider-Man 1 like backwards forwards.
yeah. Like Homecoming is like the closest to it because of the Michael Keaton. Like I like the reveal we did with that. That's
Yeah,
really
it's a cool reveal. It's awesome.
yeah,
And
but then
he's such a good actor too that to get him to
yeah,
play that role is just and in the way they did it with him being like the girlfriend's father and all that stuff like
yeah. It was so good because one thing I do like about Homecoming, it felt like like a grounded street level Spider-Man movie, and
it's a true origin, yeah.
yeah. Far From Home is like like not bad. It's like the weakest of the bunch. I like the only reason I like that film is because of the Mysterio.
That's the
Like,
Gyllenhaal, right?
yeah, the
Yeah.
Gyllenhaal, and I it's just the humor is so like not as good as Homecoming, and because it was right after Endgame, it was like they didn't took the seriousness or like time to develop like what happened with the blip and all of that
Yeah.
fight. Like we really got that in Phase 4 more. If you wanted to spend more like in depth of like what happened with the characters and like all that blip thing, 5 year time lit thing, whatever. Um, I just the Far From Home was way too much like a comedy movie and not like a superhero film, and and like the joke where like Spider-Man like was on getting undressed in front of that old like such a bad scene, like such a bad joke. I was like, what? Like first off inappropriate because he's a kid.
Yeah.
And it's like I know that's kind of silly, but it's like that's not like a good joke, and I don't know what they were thinking. So, yeah.
Spider-Man 2 still the best unless you allow the
Yeah, yeah.
Spider-Verse movies in there and
Yeah,
then you
so
have
yeah,
to give into the anime side of things.
yeah,
And
um,
I'm a fan of animated movies. I am
yeah,
not a animated movie hater. I just put them in a different category in my mind.
yeah. No, I understand. Yeah, it's tough, but some of these animated stuff do better than some of the live action stuff sometimes. Like
Oh,
the
for
bat,
sure.
like the Batman directed, slash theatrical release animation movies are like the best, compared to the live action ones. Unfortunately,
Oh yeah, yeah, yeah.
it's like Max Phantasm is a great film.
It is.
Yeah.
The Killing Joke is good.
Yeah, Under the Red Hood is
Yeah,
amazing.
yeah,
You
yeah.
know, the list goes on.
Yeah, you could. I mean, they're all on HBO Max too, so just go check those out. They're
Yeah,
usually only like an hour and 10 minutes, and they're killer Batman movies. Like
yeah,
they're just the comics brought to life, and it's awesome. But
yeah,
again, in a different category in my mind, it's just
yeah, yeah.
I can never really compare the two because, like, I mean, I watched Inside Out, the first one, like last week, and just bawled my eyes out again. I
Oh
love
my
that.
god.
But I like it's not. I would never like try to compare it to like The Notebook
I
or
if
like things
I
that make me cry consistently.
oh my god, the Notebook. I mean, it's a good. It's definitely the better of the Nicholas Sparks films. But if you
You know,
put
like
me,
Safe Haven.
oh god, I don't know what you're talking about, but
You don't know Safe Haven?
I think I remember the movie. It's with Kobe
Check out Safe
Summers.
Haven.
Yeah, and I think I remember the like I spoke like I know
It's
this one.
Julianne Hough, who is like the
Huff.
dancer. She's on Dancing with the Stars now. That's what
Okay,
she's
yeah,
known
yeah,
for.
yeah.
Um,
Okay, that's the
and
movie.
she's like she gets into a domestic fight with her partner and I think kills him accidentally, but in self-defense.
Self defense.
And
Okay.
she like runs away and ends up in this like coastal South Carolina town and runs into this man who had lost his wife in a tragic way.
Oh,
And
okay.
they become friends, and he has a daughter, and
Mhm.
they become friends and all that, and love
Yeah,
abounds. And then there's a crazy twist. I'm
that's
not even kidding. There's an insane twist.
see. I know this twist because it was funny when I was because I wasn't gonna see the movie and I was like, what's going on with this movie? And then apparently Kobe Summers' character is a friend of Julie Hump's character, right? And then
Yeah.
she's the ex what not ex wife like
Oh, you
the
don't know that.
yeah we don't know that she's this ghost.
She's the lady friend that is a part of this neighborhood that she's now become a part of this community. Colby Smulders is just her buddy.
Yeah, yeah. I know the twist.
Turns out she's a phantom. Well, not really a phantom. She's a figment of Julianne Hough's imagination because she
Mhm.
is the dead wife of the man she is falling in love with.
Yeah, great twist. I mean, I don't know.
Incredible film.
Incredible film. Yeah.
10 out of 10 stars. A win any night. If you put that movie on any night of the week, you will not be disappointed.
Oh my god. Okay.
It won't blow you away. You might not even be happy, but you won't be disappointed.
Yeah. Okay. I definitely check that out. Now. Yeah. I seen The Notebook one time ago in school, of course, and it was a good, decent review. Viewing. I mean, of course, the actors Ryan Gosling and Rachel McAdams is great, and at
Early
least they
on,
carry.
went on to
Yeah,
be
early on.
stars.
Yeah, Future Star, really great. And the only movie I didn't see bits. I seen bits of it, like Walk to Remember. I know
Oh,
that's a
yeah.
Nicholas Sparks film. That was a good one. But yeah, but Inside Out is a great film. Like Ferdinand, great emotional film. I mean Pixar film, of course. But my personal favorite that gets me sometimes is Up. Up is my favorite one.
Oh,
That is
that's your Pixar movie. All right.
yeah, tear jerking and just a fun movie. Squirrel.
Monsters Inc. gets me every time with
Oh my
Boo and
god.
Sully. That
Yep.
kills me. And
Yep.
then I had another one. Why can't I think of it?
Toy Story 2.
Oh, yeah. I was gonna say Toy Story 3.
Oh yeah, that too. I mean the
Just
ending.
slays me.
Yeah,
That-
kills me.
done.
Yeah, but
But 2, I loved 2 when I was a kid. Dude,
same
because
here.
I loved the first one, so that was one of like on my Christmas list when 2 came out. Give me the VHS so I can watch both of them over and over and over again. I love 2.
yeah, same here. I
And
had to.
it's like derided. It's like way down on people's lists all the time. I'm like, what? Stinky
I-
Pete.
I know, right?
The scene where he's repairing Woody, like it's so good.
Yeah,
From like
I
a
know.
technical standpoint, like it looks incredible. What are we
Yeah,
doing?
yeah, leaks better like in terms of animation from the first movie,
Yes.
and the story is great, and we'll learn more about Woody, like his
Yes.
background.
Woody's a
Yeah,
jerk,
yeah, I know.
but we love him.
Yeah, I prefer Toy Story 2 over Toy Story 3. No offense, but
Yeah,
like I mean, it's a more like
I
adve-
agree. No, I totally agree. I think 2 is better. 3 just has the emotional kick in the butt.
yeah, well, it's a great wrap up for a
Yeah.
trilogy, which
I like 4.
I like for.
Forky is an incredible character.
I know they don't like. I know people don't like these two characters. The Key and Peele characters, dolls, whatever
Yeah,
they are.
yeah.
They're my favorite. I mean, the gag of them trying to like kill the old lady is so funny for me. It's like
I'm just a Forky guy. I'm just
it's
a
yeah, Forky is
Forky
good.
guy in a Forky world.
I
Because
don't mind Forky, but it's
I can't remember the name of that actor, but I just think of him as Buster Bluth from Arrested Development.
yes, that's who he is. Yes, yeah, he's a good actor. I know what you're talking about. Yeah, he's great as
Insanely funny. He also is on Veep. Incredibly funny. I haven't seen Veep. I've just heard he's very incredibly funny. He's well, Will Arnett might be the funniest part of Arrested Development. Yes, he is the funniest part. But
yeah.
actually, oh man, uh,
I mean, you got well. I mean, the Jason Bateman, he's funny. I like him.
no, well, he's not.
I mean, he's not funny in that
It's
show,
either
but
Tobias or Buster that are. I
yeah,
can't decide between those two.
yeah, it's tough. I
But
don't
also,
want
the
to.
mom is fucking hilarious. She says some of the funniest stuff I've ever heard. The line where she's like, uh, someone like asks her how much like a banana costs. She's like, why would I ever know that? I'm rich.
Oh my god. Oh god, that's funny. I don't know if you've seen this show. I mean, well, stick with Pixar. I'm sorry, but Pixar. I love The Incredibles. I just want to bring that up.
Yeah,
Like that's
absolutely.
The Incredibles is a great superhero film. I mean, it's before Fantastic Four First Steps. That was like the only true good Fantastic Four movie.
It
You
is
know,
still the only good Fantastic Four movie.
yeah, that's true. I mean, I'm not a big FF fan, but I think the Incredibles are great. So whatever.
No,
Um,
I totally agree. I think 2 is just as good as 1.
yeah, I need to. I'm so scared because I haven't seen the sequel yet. I need to see it and see how
You
good.
haven't seen 2?
No,
Oh,
I,
you'll get a kick out of it.
yeah, I look. I love Blackbird and I love what he does, and The Incredibles is a great film, and I always worry what with these sequels that Pixar's done. It's like,
They do
but
it. They do it just right in every way that you would want the movie to and story to progress.
yeah, I
You
will
get
get around.
yeah, you get an expanse of the powers. You get to see them in cooler or newer situations. It's like it's kind of a convoluted like story, whatever, but like they get through it, and you get more Jack Jack.
Oh, that's true. And I saw in the trailers they have a raccoon, so that's great. I love
Oh,
raccoons.
dude, Jack Jack versus Raccoon.
Oh,
They battle.
okay.
They
They
battle.
battle? Oh my
Oh,
god, that is cool.
I mean,
Okay.
if that doesn't sell the movie for you, Jack Jack versus Raccoon battle royale in the backyard. They
Yeah,
throw down.
that's cool. Yeah, another shout out to this film. I like this. I saw this in theaters. I hope they don't make the sequel. Coco. I like
Yeah,
Coco. That's a
Coco's
great film.
fantastic.
Yeah,
A great
that's a good.
soundtrack. Yeah.
Yes, great soundtrack. As a Latino person, I really like how they represent
Yeah.
Spanish culture. I'm not Mexican, but it's a great representation of the Spanish culture. So that's good.
Yeah. I mean, it's a story not told enough that we
Yeah,
don't have as much of the De Los de la Muerta culture like infused in America with how many Hispanics are here. You'd
yeah.
think it would be something that we as citizens of the United States would know more about, and we just don't.
No, yeah, and yeah, it's a fantastic movie about just family in general, and like just you know family
Yeah,
comes first, you know,
yeah,
and
the importance of your lineage and like
yeah,
what it gives you.
yeah, and I now it's more important now because you know my grandma passed away recently this year, and now that movie is more important to me.
Yeah, I
It's
mean,
like,
you're stacking them up. Yeah, I bet you that movie hits you hard.
yeah, exactly. When it's you know it's and in our
Remember me.
oh my god, now it's killing me. You know, just I yeah, it's just too much. Yeah, everyone knows. You know, when we call our grandmas in Spanish, they're called abuelas, and you
Hmm.
know that kills me now. It's just like
Yeah,
oh, but yeah, yeah, I love Buster Inc. That's my favorite movie, and you know that whole. You know, the was it the Secretary Slug that was like a undercover agent? That's funny,
yeah,
and Boo being cute as usual, and yeah, that ending where they had to go their separate ways is like oh, very bad.
yeah. I mean, just Billy Crystal throwing 100 miles an hour the entire movie.
Oh my
Just
god, he's so funny.
I love that he got into the animation and just was unleashed and
Yeah,
just got to do his whole shtick.
yeah,
And when Crystal's on, there's nobody better.
yeah. No, he's great. I that
Recently, like you with Incredibles 2, I had put off seeing Monsters University
oh really? Okay,
for a long time. I have watched it within the last year, I think 1.5 times now. I
yeah,
think it's fine, and I was a little disappointed, but it was fun to spend like an hour and a half with my friends again.
yeah. Same here. Yeah, it was a a decent prequel. Um, I it
I
was
just
a
didn't like Sully being mean. It hurt my feelings.
yeah, I it was kind of obviously to do with their friendship. Like they were like
Well, yeah,
enemies, you know, and then
you
they
know where it's going to,
yeah
but you're
go
like, why
into it.
do you have to be so mean up until then?
Yeah, that was funny. I did like the like I did like I appreciate that like was it Steve Buscemi's character like knew Mike
Nelson.
Nelson. Yeah, oh great character, love him. I like that they were like former friends, and then
Yeah,
the
he's the spurned like
spurned one.
turncoat. Yeah.
Yeah, so I think that worked. But the thing I like about that movie was just the slug. I don't know. Do you remember the slug that was getting to the classmate because
Yeah.
he's a snail? He's slow, and then the end of the movie and the post credits, he's like, "I made it," and then like the whole like he missed the whole year of you know, and classes, and I'm like, "Oh my god, that's perfect." And then he kind of
There's those movies are definitely worth watching multiple times just to notice little things like that in the background going on because they do pay attention to detail.
yeah, that one of the best unique worlds they created. The monster world is so cool and fascinating.
Yeah, just the idea of the doors is, that's how the monsters. It's cool.
Yeah, yeah. Yeah. Go ahead. Go ahead.
I was gonna say, Andres. I mean, we could keep doing this for hours and hours.
Yeah, I'm
If
sorry.
there's any, no, you can keep going. If there's anything else you wanted to bring up, movie wise or not, I'm sure we will ask you to come on again. I will keep you in mind for Evil Dead Rise, and then yeah, we'll have to find another franchise that you're into and bring you back on.
Oh yeah. No. Thank you for inviting me for Evil Dead 2. It was a pleasure. I love Sam Raimi, and I was very excited that this and Rise was open because those are two of my favorite movies of this series. I think they're like the top best of
For
the
sure.
Evil Dead series. But yeah, but this one was more personal for me to get into because it's the last thing I did with my dad with, before his passing. So I was like, yeah, let me get on to talk about this movie because I haven't done like a talk about this movie yet in the MCU, Bleeding Edge.
Yeah. So shout out your socials, and then where they can find you, and then what are you working on?
Yes. So, first up, let me, Andreas Pop Culture Channel Presents. Check me out on YouTube. I do have an Instagram. You can check out there. It's just Andreas Pop Culture Guy. And that's mainly I use. And I do have a threads and this under Andreas Pop Culture, where my main content is all pop culture things, movies, TV, and any of comic book stuff. And I create content with that. I do movie reviews and TV reviews as well. And mainly I do that over the MCU Bleeding Edge. You can check me out that as well.
Yep,
Where
shout out MCU Bleeding Edge.
yeah, so and this week's content schedule last yesterday, I had to come back from Canada. I did the Daryl Dixon episode 6 review with Jeff, so check that out. Tomorrow I'm going to do, me, Jeff, and Cyber are going to review episode 3 of Marvel Zombies. And then I think
How's
this
that
Friday.
going? You like that? Bless you.
Oh, sorry. It was good. It's okay. Um,
Oh, I wanted to tell you before we left. I gave up on Peacemaker.
oh, really? Season 2?
I haven't watched the finale yet, and I heard about it, and now I don't want to watch it even more.
Okay, just briefly, I seen season 2. I wasn't in the finale panel last Friday because
Oh, you weren't?
no, I was going.
Well,
with
I'm
my-
on like episode 5 saying I love the trajectory of this series. And then it happened, and I'm
Yeah.
watching the next 2 episodes, and I'm like, I don't like this. This sucks. We predicted all of this.
Yeah, I know. It's so weird. So I wasn't in Friday because I went to Canada, meet my other family. Um, it so season 2 is not as good as season 1. I thought the finale was okay, nothing special. It was finally look, it was crazy. It was an hour long,
Ugh,
which was shocking.
yeah.
After
Okay. I mean, you're giving me even more reasons to not watch it.
yeah, I know. It was 58 minutes, whatever, without the credits, whatever. Yada yada yada. But after so many short episodes, I just didn't know why like it was like the finale didn't feel like a finale. It wrapped up everything from this season, but then they did a cliffhanger end of of Chris doing like being here, whatever. If you've seen this episode, and now we have to wait whenever they pay that off. Yeah, probably in the sequel of the new Superman movie, Man of Tomorrow. I don't know what.
Yeah.
And I don't know when we're gonna get a season 3, but I hope so because I want them to kind of like do more Peacemaker because I like Peacemaker. But yeah,
Did James Gunn lie to us about Peacemaker? Because
Uh,
I feel like he lied to me.
he lied to you. Okay, I don't know. It's just me. I don't think he lied to us.
He
I think
told me it was like his favorite thing he worked on. It's so stupid. Everyone predicted it. They're like, there's no black people here. What's going
Yeah.
on? Like did he think that was clever?
I think I don't think he was trying to be clever. I just think he's like, oh, like see if people talk about it in the next couple weeks, and we
They
did.
did. They did
Yeah,
talk
we did.
about it.
Yeah, we talked about it. I don't think it was a big surprise. I think it was a nail in the coffin. That was the twist, and that was fine. It was a good discussion over the couple weeks, and when it was confirmed, it was confirmed. It was good. It wasn't like that like awful thing like Westworld or like whatever like JJ Abrams twist that like pissed me off. It was like it was a solid twist, and I like because it was executed right in the episode. Like they actually revealed that it was a Nazi Earth. My problem was it was just there was just too many. It dismissed a lot of opportunities of storylines that I kind of wish they spent more time with in this season, and it was because they did so many short episodes. It just didn't have time to do these like certain episode like storylines, like the whole Rick Flag thing. I like it because it's a good follow up to the first season and Suicide Squad, but in paper it's like why we needed that like we don't really need that. It's just it
That
felt
was
like
that was in episode 3, which is largely considered the best episode of that series.
yeah, best episode. And then I don't know, it was just like the way how they like Gunn was
Yeah,
using.
I think they squandered it. I think you're saying
Yeah.
they squandered it. It had good bones to it. It could have been something better than it was, and like I just so I do like talking about TV now because I can actually pull my critic brain into this after I just talked glowingly about every film that we even mentioned in the last 2
Yeah.
hours. TV does bring anger out of me that movies just don't. Like it the storyline with the Nazi USA or whatever is just a layup. It's a layup. Like, do something challenging. Like, that's not, you think it's challenging, maybe you think it's punk rock or whatever. Like, let's do it. Let's go all the way. It's just not, and it's not the right show. Or it kind of forced it into being the right show to do it because of everything they did in season 1. But it's just, I don't know, man.
Well,
It's too easy. It's the easy way out.
yeah, I see where you're coming from with that. My problem with it, like, I like it, but I want to spend more time in that universe. That was the problem with the storyline of the Nazi Earth. It was like a cool concept, and I thought initially they were going to spend more time in that Earth. But because they wrapped it up so quickly by like episode 7 for the finale, I was like, really? Because plus again, there was like a couple of like threads that was loose, and I'm like, when you're gonna pick that up? And I don't know, like I just wondering what's the like why we're doing this multiverse thing anyway. Like, I'm getting tired
They
of this
didn't have
multiverse.
to. They didn't have
Yeah,
to. They could have saved it for another season. If they really wanted to do it in season 3 or something. Like,
yeah,
Peacemaker season 1 was great because it was just stuff happening like in that town.
yeah.
Like,
Oh,
it had that like small energy to it that was awesome, and this like tried to make it too big.
yeah. I think so, but like I think they were trying to keep it smaller, which I like in this season. I think this season was a good character-driven show, where like season 1 was more like a plot-driven show, right? And it was more action. That's the thing too. Like, I think this season was less action, which I think that was kind of a problem for me.
Yeah.
Um, but yeah, I don't know. Like, I think there was just too many storylines that I cared more, and like they didn't spend time on them with these short episodes. So yeah,
Well,
but yeah,
it's just tough. It's a tough world out there in the superhero TV landscape.
yeah. I'm not calling this the best of this year. I think it still goes for Endor or Alien. Like, now that they're at the top.
Well, it's not even close.
Yeah, not even
It's
close. And
Andor. It's
yeah,
Andor.
well, yeah, Endor's number 1, definitely.
I like teased my thoughts about the Alien TV show. You can listen to all my thoughts on our feed if you'd like.
Ooh, I need to check that.
I hate it.
Oh, really?
I
No,
really hate it. I loved the first 2 episodes. I loved the basically movie, mini
episode
movie, and
5.
yeah,
Yeah.
fantastic stuff. But as a whole, it is a rotten apple, and I didn't like it.
Uh, this is a weird like sample. It's a good peach fruit, but not for everyone. So that's how
Yeah,
I view it.
there's enough fan servicey stuff in it that like tickled me, here and there. But I was so out on the Xenomorph and Wendy connection. It's just like, this is like the part of Alien that I don't care about.
Mm.
Like, just keep the Xenomorph the villain. I don't want it to befriend someone. Like, it's my least favorite Alien movie is Resurrection. Like,
Yeah, I know.
like it's
Everyone's least
it
favorite. Yeah, I know.
like I like Alien vs Predator and Alien vs Predator Requiem more than Alien Resurrection.
Oh
So,
man,
like,
I yeah
it's awful.
yeah, it's awful.
But so when I get a whiff, Andres, of Alien Resurrection in any of my Alien movies, I am allergic to it for the rest of the time. So I don't like Romulus because of that. I
Oh,
don't like the TV show because of that, because there is just that whiff that I can't get out of it. I can't get out of it. It's like, when you take that sniff from the milk, you're like, is it bad? I don't know. But even if you have the thought in your head, you're not going to drink it, and it
yeah,
might not be, but you have the thought. So I just can't get there with Romulus, and I can't get there with the TV show.
yeah,
But I love Alien. I love so many other things about the Alien franchise. It's just like the last 2 things have just been stinkers to me.
yeah, it's tough. I don't think we had a good solid project with Aliens since Aliens, so it's going to be tough to like
You
lift up.
don't like Prometheus and Covenant?
I mean, you say it stink. Like Alien Covenant is like a stink. Prometheus is like,
You're lucky Chris is not on.
oh really, Chris? Oh,
Chris
uh,
thinks Chris had we did all the Alien movies. It's like what we built this show off of
mhm.
was us covering the Alien movies, and he thinks that it goes Alien, Aliens, Covenant.
Really? Oh my god. I mean,
He loves Prometheus and Covenant. I love Prometheus, and I think that Covenant does kind of rule. I'm a big Alien 3 guy.
yeah. I mean, I understand why Alien 3 people like, because it's a good, like, it's a decent film.
That is my second favorite. I think I
Oh,
ended up making it no, I made Prometheus my second favorite. It's my
okay.
third favorite Alien movie.
Okay.
Making lists again.
Yeah, like, I mean, I don't mind Prometheus. It's a very interesting, like prequel. I like the risk they took. I understand why people,
We went down. It's actually funny now in hindsight. We did talk about it on the episode of Prometheus, but we got like super duped by this YouTube guy. This like Swedish dude that was like, there's stuff written in the script and here it is, and it's about the creators, and like here's what you see, this in this frame, we decoded it and everything, and like this is what it actually, and we got like deep in the weeds with that, so we were talking crazy theories about that movie.
Yeah. I mean,
like Ridley Scott like figured out how life was created on this earth.
Life is great. Yeah, it's a really interesting. Like, that's the concept I like about Prometheus. That like the idea of like these aliens created us. That I like. The engineers in general is great idea.
It's so cool. It's incredible.
So cool. Yeah, I don't have a problem with that. I mean, first off, we have the best one of the best synths ever. Dave is a very fascinating character. I mean,
David is our favorite character from any of the movies.
Yeah, exactly. He's the only reason that Covenant like is good. Is because of him. Yeah.
Yes. He plays both parts.
Exactly. But at the same time,
Walter and David, my two favorite characters in Alien.
Yeah, I love that the names are reference to the producers that did the series, which that's cool. But my problem with Covenant, it just did the character assassin thing, like Secret Invasion. They killed off, Dr. Shaw, which I didn't like, and
it's a great ending. It's a good ending.
But yeah, I want to see more of her character and with David and like what they were going to do to explore the engineer's world. Like I want to see that, but we didn't. We didn't kind of get that, but it was a different way they did it in Covenant, and
there's the switcheroo. You think it's Walter, but it's David.
Yeah. See, even that twist was like very stupid, and I knew.
But it's the best part of the movie.
Yeah, you knew it was David because of the cut, with the cut of the cheek, and it was kind of obvious.
It's a great job. It's also one of the best xenomorph kills at the beginning in the room.
Yeah,
like there's some really, really, really cool stuff. I agree, there's some dumb stuff in Covenant, but there's some really cool stuff in that movie.
Yeah,
and when you're really for how in depth we did the Alien series, when you really get into the nitty gritty of it, guys and gals out there, there's not a lot of good stuff in all of the Alien movie. like Alien and Aliens is really, really good. It's really good, guys. They're really good. The rest of the movies, you gotta find the pieces to really grab onto. Like, if I were to be like, hey, Alien 3 is one of my favorite movies of all time, you should watch that tomorrow, and then a random person watched it, they'd be like, what the hell is this guy talking about? Yeah. But if you watch all the Alien movies over and over again, and you watch 3 over and over again, you're like, man, there's just something about Fincher and 3 that like I just dig.
Well,
it's such a cool world.
Yeah, no, I get why you like Alien 3 because if it's the last time you felt like the director's vision for the Alien film, because the thing that worked with the first two is like you could tell it's a
Yep.
Scott film
Yes.
and a James Cameron film,
Yep.
and that film, Alien 3, it felt like a different feature film. Like
Yeah.
despite that's his first time, and like you could see
Despite
his
him never talking about the film and not
yeah,
recognizing it as something he made.
yeah, which I understand because he was dealing with so many.
My entire argument was David Fincher is such a good director that he essentially handed this movie off to the studio and like gave up on it, and they did whatever, convoluted bullshit that they wanted to do with it or whatever, and then you watch it and you're like, that's a David Fincher movie. He's
Yeah,
so in the DNA of anything he touches that you just know it when you see it.
yeah, exactly. I it's just for me and everyone, it's a valid criticism. I mean, or just it's a hard, tough swallow for the film after Aliens. You were happy that Ripley had a family now. With Newt and Hicks and killed him off from the
Right
beginning.
away from the
Why?
jump.
Yeah, from the jump is like
I love it. I hate Newt.
yeah. I mean, look, like
One of the great Newt detractors on the internet,
oh my
Andres.
god, oh my god.
Get kids out of movies.
Okay, I mean, she wasn't as bad as some other kids, like I don't like, it
She's
wasn't.
bad. Oh, she's the worst part of that movie.
Wow. All right, we will. I had to disagree, but she was fine. Like I don't, I'm not gonna call it like an Oscar performance. It was a
I
decent.
yeah,
You know,
I totally get it. Yeah, I mean, shoot, Michael Bean. We talked about because we did Terminator 2, and
mhm.
I did a shout out to my guy Michael Bean, who should have been one of the most successful actors of all time if James Cameron didn't just keep killing him off in his movies.
Yeah,
Like you could like just keep bringing them back, guys. Just keep bringing them back.
yeah. Yeah, Michael Bean is so great. He's
He's
great in
so
Aliens.
dude. When's the last time you watched the first Terminator?
Oh my god, not like 5 years ago or 6.
Check it out. It rips so hard. I know T2 is the best and it's unassailable. The
Yeah,
first Terminator is so good. Michael Bean is so good in it that
yeah,
it is insane that James Cameron kills him off.
yeah. I don't know that is true. And then he gets killed off in Aliens, not by James Cameron, but David Fincher or the producers, which is crazy.
Well,
Yeah,
he was
yeah.
pretty good.
He's great in Tombstone. Just want to give a shout out that he's a great performance in that. In Tombstone, great film. He has a rival with the late great Val Kilmer.
Yeah.
Great Western film.
Yeah, I believe he had some substance abuse issues and was out of Hollywood for a while. But
Yeah, I think so. Right, with Michael Bean. Yeah.
he's kind of a tragic story.
Yeah, it's kind of sad, but yeah, that's my problem with Alien 3 and that, and then Confident, like you brought up the stupid mistakes, like that's the thing. Just like Prometheus, but far worse is that the colonist people were making so many stupid mistakes. Like I get in horror movies, like you have to make characters make stupid mistakes. I get that,
But you like Alien Earth?
I mean, yeah, I like Alien Earth, but not like it's not gonna be a top tier Alien.
So many stupid mistakes in that show, just all over the place.
Yeah.
What's the security going on this island? What are we doing?
Yeah,
Like,
I know, but
why are we not double, triple, quadruple checking these things?
well, that's the kid's fault. That crazy.
Why are the scientists playing so fast and loose in space with the specimens? Like she's eating a sandwich. What are we doing?
Yeah, that was her fault. Yeah, okay, you got a point there, but still.
I argued that she was just bored by that point and was just like, whatever.
That boy, yeah. She was fascinated with the
Normalities of science be damned. I just do whatever I want now. I'm hungry.
Yeah, hungry. Yeah. Yeah, that was funny. But anyway, like.
Do you like Alien or Aliens more? This is the important alien question. This is what defines you as a type of alien fan.
Yeah,
I think you know my answer.
Yeah, I see number one. I think it's number two for me because I think it's a better sequel over T2 because I you know
Mm,
oh you don't think it's not as
I think T2 is
better than
perfect.
Alien?
It's perfect. It's a
I don't
perfect
know.
movie.
I don't know.
It's
I
better than
just
Aliens for sure. Yeah. There's parts of Aliens that I don't really like. There's no part of T2 that I don't like.
yeah I can see why. I just I like more Ripley being a mother and like the whole theme of motherhood
Oh
in
yeah.
that film. You know that I
Aliens,
appreciate.
spoiler alert, Aliens is a good movie.
Yeah, it's a good movie. I like it more because it's more action packed. It's more more sci-fi horror action, which is good. Where the first film, I like the first one. It's really great because it's a slow burn horror film, which is great, and like
Hard
it.
sci-fi.
Yeah, exactly,
Until it's
and
not hard sci-fi.
yeah, exactly. And then I guess third best alien film. I
Do it, Alien 3, baby. It's calling to you.
no, I actually haven't seen that movie yet. I'm sorry. Just seen bits of it. I because of the negative word of mouth from this movie from fans and all that.
Did you watch Game of Thrones as
Yes, actually,
most
I
most of
recently
the
saw
United States of America did?
this year is my first time I saw Game of Thrones. Yes,
Oh, you waited until this year.
yeah, because my mom got into House of the Dragon, and
Oh, okay.
I already done House of the Dragon with MCU being aired, and when she said she wanted to go for Game of Thrones, I was like, okay, and we saw it together. And so I binge watched all 8 seasons in like 2 weeks in August.
Wow.
Yeah.
So Tywin Lannister,
hmm
that actor who I can't remember his name.
Peter Dinklage, that's his name.
No. That's
Oh,
Tyrion Lannister.
sorry. Charlie Dance, the father.
Yes,
Yes,
Charlie Dance. Charles Dance. He is in Alien 3
yes, I know that.
and is incredible. It's an amazing it's the second best performance in Alien movies
Ooh,
to Fassbender's David.
yeah, I heard great things about his character. Um,
It's it, it's so good in every single way. Also, Alien 3, little known fact, it has the most iconic still image from any Alien movie, which is the side shot of
the
the
Xenomorph
alien mouth with
to
us
Ripley's
to
face.
Ripley.
Yeah,
That's Alien 3. So you tell me how important that should be in the franchise of Alien movies, because that still image is the best. And that's
yeah,
David Fincher.
yeah. I
And that's
know.
why you need to watch Alien 3, because I think you'd love it.
I will. I definitely get into that. Yeah. I unfortunately will put Alien Romulus. I know.
Bishop shows up again in it.
Yeah. I mean, yeah.
In
Oh,
Alien 3, Bishop
yes.
shows up.
Yeah, twice. Just to let people know, there's twice we see the destroy bishop, and then we see another bishop. But I'm not gonna spoil what. But yeah.
Well, that's because his image, the way Bishop looks, is the prototype for all androids of that
Androids.
model.
Yeah,
So
that's
there's just a bunch of Bishop models all over the place, which is why, and it's based off of, in Alien 3, they
mhm.
reveal that it's based off of one of the Weyland Yutani leaders,
Employees. Yeah, yeah. I think I remember that
because
detail. Yeah,
he looks as Bishop
like
looks.
that bishop. Yeah, there's a way to calm Ripley to get the Silver Queen safely to the web tunneling company. Yeah. So I like Alien Romulus. That's like here's the thing. If I see these movies first time in theaters, which is a big deal, like Romulus, like I think it's a big deal. Yeah, I like Alien Romulus. It's not like the most original best film ever. It's a good sci-fi like horror film, like that really respects the original. Like first off, we're gonna talk to his film, the Evil Dead remake. Freddie Alvarez, great director. I mean, I don't know, you seen Don't Breathe? Great horror film. The
Oh,
Don't Breathe. Oh, well, Don't Breathe, great film. I think you will like it. It's a really great, like,
is that the
intense.
one with the blind dude in there in the
Yes,
house? Okay, yeah, I saw the
yeah,
trailer for that. I remember the trailer.
yeah. Great film. I think you will like it. It's really fantastic. I thought he did a really good job of blending the the original '79 classic, but also adding in Prometheus, which I was kind of surprised. Lore, which is great. Not going too far with it, but like like I at least I appreciate they kept some it in this film, but it is a
And what happens at the end, Andres?
yeah,
What
yeah,
happens at the end? It turns into Alien Resurrection, a
yeah.
almost shot-for-shot remake of it.
Yeah, but at least it was better than Alien Resurrection. Like at least like they were
Yeah,
using
everything up to that point was better than Alien Resurrection. I agree with that.
yeah, and
But
I
Alien
know
Resurrection is one of the worst movies I've ever seen. So
yeah. I mean, no, I agree with you. Like Resurrection, worst movie out of the four. It's such a studio like community film. Like it's not even like you don't get the like. I mean, like that director is very good. I mean, he's great. I mean, I don't know.
Amelie,
Emily, and the city of Lost Children is very cool.
yeah,
But
this is not. He shouldn't have gone
yeah,
into the alien world. We didn't need it.
no, and I thought that movie was very weak. But for me, the worst movies ever is really the MVP. I'm sorry,
No,
MVP,
AVP
MVP,
sucks.
yeah, MVP Wakeman is the worst one. At
Whoa,
least,
dude! I have a soft spot for AVP Requiem because I
oh
really
really?
I like Pred Alien. I get a kick out of Pred Alien.
Yeah. I like that idea, but I just wish they used it
Oh,
better.
it's a really stupid movie, man.
Yeah,
It's like it's a I Know What You Did Last Summer level horror movie that happens to have an alien and a predator in it.
yeah, it's like a slasher film, which I'm like, what the hell are we doing
But
here?
then a nuclear bomb is also dropped on the town.
I know that's the thing that
It's the best. It's a great movie.
I don't know. That part lost me, and like the
So
character.
just the fact like Pred Alien and the like how comedically bad it is makes it better than AVP, which is just slock. Like that is Hollywood $40 million budget trash.
Yeah, no, I agree. I agree.
Fun fact, directed by Paul
Oh,
W.S.
yes.
Anderson,
Yeah, from Resident Evil, the Mortal Kombat.
who had a good sci-fi movie in the 90s that we talked about.
Event Horizon.
Event Horizon, which is fantastic.
Yeah, again.
Lawrence Fishburne.
Yeah, no, Sam Neill's great in that movie. He's amazing.
Oh, Sam Neill too. Yeah, Sam Neill too.
Yeah, Sam Neill is great. Yeah, no, I like the reason it's higher AVP is because at least the idea of an Arctic setting for like a predator is like, I mean, it's okay, but I mean, it just didn't work in that movie, and I
don't think a lot of things were working in that movie.
No, I mean,
except for my guy Diego or whatever, who was the archaeologist that could just read stuff on command and tell entire histories of civilizations by looking at ruins.
Yeah, that was funny. My favorite was
it was like an Indiana Jones movie in like the middle of it. You're like, what's going on?
Yeah, and then he has that, like,
Ford.
Yeah, with Harrison like, and then he has that cap as like a necklace. It's like, okay, like why you want to keep that, and then apparently like
Anna Lathan's just in the movie, like what?
Yeah, that was weird. The guy from the transport, speaking of Dave Bowler, transporting film, he's in this movie, the AVP first movie, and I was like, oh, he's in this as well. I was like, oh, okay. A lot of like recognizable actors.
Yeah, I forget what that guy's name is, but yeah.
Yeah, he's a good actor. But yeah, he's escaping me my name right now. But yeah, AVP very sloggy, as you were saying. It's such a slog, and the PG-13 doesn't work. I can see why you like AVP way more because it's radar, and
that's honestly what it is.
Yeah, and
it's a slasher, and like slasher movies, once you're in that like mood, like they are what they are.
Yeah, and I will give you a point here because I actually like the Predator in Requiem over the first AVP because the AVP, I felt like that felt more like an alien movie because they like respected the aliens, and then the Requiem felt more like a Predator movie. So
yeah.
I don't know. It's
I've talked about it on our episode on it, but I have a very, very soft spot for AVP Requiem. And it is a terrible movie, but boy, oh boy, does it make me laugh thinking about it.
Yeah. Yeah, the Alien franchise is just like so over the place, and I feel like we haven't had the one that like really like universally ignite us to say this is a great thing, you know. It just
Well, we'll bring it back. But
yeah.
I've kept you for long enough, Andres.
Yeah, sorry about this. It was
No,
fun time.
it's great. I'm probably just going to end up splitting this into 2 separate parts. We'll keep the movie separate, and then we'll just do a 2-hour movie talk with Luke and Andres as a second video on here. Yep, check out all of Andres' stuff. It's great. He's fantastic. Had a blast with him here today. Check out Franchise Addicts. We are on YouTube, Facebook, X, all over the place. I also just started a Discord. I don't think I'm going to get anybody to join it, but if you would like to join it, hop on board Discord. Just Franchise Addicts there. And you can chat with us there. You can post ideas for future franchises for us to cover and kind of help out on the production end if you are that weird and want to do that. Check it out there. Thank you again, Andres, the pop culture guy. I mean, man, this was a blast. Had a ton of fun. Let's get together and make some lists.
Yes, yeah. I definitely want to do more movie lists and movies with you guys. It's pretty fun.
Absolutely. All right. Yeah. Next time we'll have Chris on. We'll get everyone together. It'll be a blast.
And thank you, Chris, for the chat. It was great to talk to you briefly, and hopefully we will see each other again in the next podcast or live stream.
All right. Thanks, everybody.